Before I get into the specific BitHarvest strategy that I want to present to you, just so you can understand the simplicity and the very specific nature of BitHarvest and harvesting and mining your own BTC rewards daily, okay? So let's go back here into my back office and results at this point. You can see today that I have made $2.48, okay, in my bit mining rewards, specifically just for the mining itself. Now, you can see that they've changed a few things here. You can see that I have 0.4 of a device. Remember, a full bit booster has 1.0 or 10 shares in one full bit booster. So I have 40% of one bit booster. So when you extrapolate or divide by 2.48, you're going to get about a 65-70%, actually pretty close. 60, let's just say 65% or 65 cents for every 10th of a bit booster. Or if you have one full bit booster, that'd be $6.50. Okay, and that'll help us here in a moment when I go through the BitHarvest strategy, okay? So you can see that this platform is working consistently. We're in the early days, so it's very smart to actually, really take a hold of this strategy that I'm about to present to you. And also in my residuals, I'm getting about 18 cents a day, 13 cents a day in Bitcoin, BTC rewards from a lot of those income rankings and affiliate associations so far. Okay, so my total wallet as well is about $20, and that's been about 5 days, which is actually a really good return on what I'm doing at the beginning here. Okay, so let's get into the BitHarvest strategy. Okay, now this is an example. You can take this down a few notches if you wanted to. I'm going to kind of explain that to you. As the thumbnail in the YouTube video says, taking around $250 to start on a daily basis of Bitcoin rewards, up to $700 a day, if not more. Now let me explain to you how that's very, very possible. If you were to take $50,000 and invest it into an oil well, what do you think is going to happen? Well, over time, that oil well is going to continue to produce daily income. Okay, whatever oil it pumps, whatever assets it generates, any type of digital asset, any type of asset, period. But the example is an oil well. Okay, say you put $50,000 into an oil well, and within a year it has pumped out enough to where you've gotten your $50,000 back. Now, you may think that, well, then you move on to something else. No, it actually hasn't stopped. You've just received your initial investment back, okay? But that doesn't mean it's going to stop, okay? It's going to continue. Now you're in the money, and that's what cash arbitrage is all about. Well, with BTC rewards and Bitcoin, it's the same example. Now, Bitcoin can fluctuate up and down, but so can oil prices, okay? So in this example with BitHarvest, if you take $50,000, you could purchase 50 bit boosters. Now, remember what I said about currently what a full bit booster would make in a day, about $6.50. But for this example, I put it very, very conservatively to $5.50 a day per bit booster. Now times 50, that's $250 a day. You could do it with 25,000 too, and it'd be $126 a day. 10,000 invested with 10 bit boosters, it would be $50 a day. The point is that this $252 a day, as an example, We start with that. What do you think you can do with that on a daily basis? Well, you can buy another 0.2 of a bit booster. And then the second day, you should have that 52 left on there with another 250. That's $300. You'd buy another 0.3 of a bit booster. Basically meaning that if you divide this by 10, okay, what is that? Let's just say 50 cents, just to make it easy. Okay, so the first day, you buy 2 more bit boosters, so you increased this daily amount by $1 to $253. And you do it the next day the same way, but now you can purchase 3 because you had 52 left over, and you're getting another 252 again. You see where I'm going with this? This is a daily regimen. This thing is paying out daily. Now, I don't know specifically when Bitcoin is planning to run out, okay? But I know there's approximately 2.177 million Bitcoin still left in circulation to mine. That's approximately $83 to $85 billion in Bitcoin currently at the price of about $67,000 per coin, okay? So why couldn't you take $252 out a day? In 1 year, that's approximately $93,000. Okay, notice how almost half a year goes by and you've already got your 50,000 back just from the daily Bitcoin rewards that BitHarvest is offering. See, it just takes action to buy an asset. And once you have that asset, like an oil well or like BitHarvest and the example given here, you can work your way up to a higher level. Okay, the daily routine for 1 year, 365 days, purchase at least 2 shares with the $252 of bit boosters every day, increasing the daily profits by $1. Okay, remember 50 cents per 10th of a bit booster, okay, or more, and purchase every 2 days if you want to, 5 shares with $500. It'd be $2. So you could do it every day or do it every other day. The point is, just like it says in the thumbnail, how you can get from $252 to over $700 a day with BTC rewards from via BitBooster. Okay, now that fluctuates, okay, as you can see, even in my wallet, okay, my Bitcoin wallet, you can see that today I made $2.48, which was a lot higher for 1/4 of a share or 40% of a share. And the day before I made $1.88, so it's a little lower, then $2.36, then $1.63, then $2.34. So it fluctuates, but it also comes back to an average, and that's why I have about a $252 average per day to start, okay, with a $50,000 investment into 50 bit boosters, okay. Now, the results after the first month, and you can kind of extrapolate this as an example, daily BTC rewards after a full month at $252 times 30 days, well, that's $7,560. You could purchase another full 7.5 boosters with that and increase by $1.25 daily without compounding, okay. You could do it every month that way, and all of a sudden after the first month you'd purchase another 7.5 bit boosters, and all of a sudden you'd be from $252 to all of a sudden now after the first month $289. So $289 the second month BTC rewards would be $86.70. You see where I'm going with this? You repeat this process for a year, and if you do that in your head, or you can do it on paper, you can see that it would be definitely between $700 and $800 daily BTC rewards payout as a goal within the first year. Just imagine that, $700 a day times 30 days a month, religiously every single day, Saturday and Sunday, 7 days a week. That's $21,000 a month, my friends. Okay, so you see what an initial $50,000 into 50 bit boosters. You could even start with 5,000, 5 bit boosters, and do the same thing. It would just be on a lower level. Okay, so I hope that that strategy kind of opens your eyes up to the oil well opportunity that you have with BitHarvest and accumulating BTC rewards with BitHarvest. I hope you also understand that where this money or where this BTC rewards is coming from is actually what I've explained before about credit cards and transaction fees. The banks and the credit card companies have control and profitability of those credit card transaction fees that they charge. Merchant fees for businesses. That's why businesses don't like to take debit cards. They like cash, okay? Because with debit cards, there's always like a 50% transaction fee flat rate plus, say, a 3% transaction rate. Well, where do you think that money's going? It's going to the credit card companies. It's going to the merchant companies. Well, in this case, you see, all these big corporations do not control the blockchain. They do not control Bitcoin's blockchain. They do not control any cryptocurrency's blockchain. Therefore, what BitHarvest is using is what we call nodes and supernodes. And with that, with our initial actions in purchasing a Bit Booster and starting to earn rewards on a daily basis, that's BTC rewards, that's Bitcoin rewards, then they can give us a small percentage of those transaction fees via those nodes and supernodes on the blockchain. So BitHarvest is basically acting like a merchant on the blockchain, just like a credit card company, but they are giving us opportunity for that digital asset or that oil well asset to invest one time initially and then start getting those rewards over and over and over, almost up to infinity. Now, as I said earlier, Bitcoin, there's about 2.177 million actual Bitcoins left to mine. I believe it's approximately 2040 or 2140, whichever number is thrown around, before Bitcoin is not capable of being mined anymore because it'll run out, okay? They know when Bitcoin is going to be running out after the mining process is finished. Now, if you don't understand that that is very important, especially with a strategy like this, just imagine, okay, in a year of compounding, you're doing $700 a day. What do you think you can do with $21,000 a month? And if you think that wouldn't come in every single month consistently, it would fluctuate 20 to even maybe 24,000 a month if you had a good month. Well, remember, you only initially invested $50,000. Within 2 to 2.5 months of that, you'd already have your money back. Well, actually, in the first year, you're going to have your money back within around 6 months anyway with this $7,500 a month. Just an average. Times 6, well, that's 42, 43 average between there and 86,100. That's about 6 months, and you'll get your initial investment back. Then you're in the money and rolling. And if you think in your mind, or in my mind even, if it's going to stop, no, it's not going to stop. Okay? This is an oil well digital asset. This is a Bitcoin digital asset that once you initiate a certain investment pattern, you have a specific harvest strategy like this one, and then like this one, you know, turning it over every 2 days, purchasing 2 more shares or 5 more shares every 2 days, religiously for 365 days, you are going to take this number, 252, and turn it into over $700 a day in BTC rewards that you can extract on a daily basis if you want to and put it in your cold wallet. You can do a lot of things with it, okay? You can build it up to $1,000 a day. Just imagine what you can do with that. $30,000 a month coming in. Well, then now you have a lot of room for play. Even at $7,500 a month, you could take out $2,500 and live on that, paying capital gains tax, of course, whenever you do extract it out of Bitcoin and into fiat currency. Then you can take the $5,000 that month and reiterate it back into the asset. Okay? So you can build this basic number right here of daily profit potential. Okay? And I hope that this strategy has opened up your mind to understand that you can start with 1 share bit booster, or you can start with 50 bit boosters or 100 bit boosters, and you can see the potential that is very quickly going to be able to make you consistent money on a daily basis. Remember that thumbnail in the YouTube video, going from $252 to over $700 a day is 100% possible with the BitHarvest strategy. So click on the link in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please share and like, and I will see you on the next video.